Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Ark. So, this has been our life pretty much for the past few episodes. So when I'm not out doing stuff, we are doing egg things and baby things. So, that's pretty much it. That's been my life. So we got this boy that we bred up from the other two dinos that we had before, and then we've been breeding with the female, the first female Rex that we got. So what we've been trying to do is trying to get the health stat and the melee stat. So that's what we're looking for in these babies here. So, and just in case you didn't know, the way you hatch an egg is you kind of just throw it down on the floor, which I think I've shown a couple times, but you know, just to follow up here. So you have the egg incubation, which indicates the time it's going to take to hatch. Then you have the egg health. So the egg health usually goes down when the egg is in an area that's too cold, too hot, whatever. So air conditioners, even though most people think air conditioners cool the air, whether it's hot or cold, the egg needs it, whatever it is, the air conditioner will regulate that. So that's what happens with that. But yeah, this is pretty much what we're doing. This episode is going to kind of jump around a little bit because honestly, a lot of this stuff is kind of boring. But in a way, it'll be kind of like a mini guide so I can explain a little bit about how mutations work and breeding and everything like that. So basically what we want to do is we want to get a baby. We actually want to get two babies from these two Rexes. And they have to have identical stats. We want the stats to be the health of the mom and the melee of the dad. So that's what we want. We want to get at least a female and a male. If we happen to get more females, that's cool, but we don't need more males. So that's what we're looking for. This guy's all bloody because I've been killing babies. So that's the blood of babies. Yep, he's a beast. But I'll get back to you guys when we hatch up some babies. Okay, so we got some babies hatching out right now. So the easiest way I feel like to tell if they're the same is to look at their level. Babies. So some of the babies will have the same level. Then you can check the stats. So right now we just got an imprint on them. And honestly, we can do this kind of fast. So we want to see if that's first, then I'll like look down the rest of them. And this one, actually, this is a female that got the health stat and the melee stat. So we might keep this one. Let's see, change name, and we'll put keep for now. So you can always sort out all this stuff later. I actually went ahead and did all this stuff already. And okay, so this is a male that got the health and melee. Is it exactly the same? No, it's not. So I might just keep certain ones just to make it easier to match them up and then get rid of the other ones. But yeah, I kind of already did this before and I had some weird melee problem. Like, I don't know how it got on there, to be brutally honest. So I actually went back to the original parents and then I tried to hatch up some of those eggs and I couldn't duplicate it at all. Like, it was really, really weird. So for some reason, these babies are showing up with an extra stat. It's really odd, and it's not a mutation though. So I don't know, but usually you don't want to have this many babies. I mean, it looks cool for like recording and there's a whole bunch of babies hatching, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. Like, see, I have to sit there and go through every single thing. See, here it is. Here's that weird melee. So I think just to be safe, I'm not going to use dinos with this 7-Eleven melee here, because I'm not sure where it's coming from, to be brutally honest. Maybe somebody else can answer that. I know how to breed dinos, but like I have no idea why this is showing up. This has honestly never happened to me before. So see, and here it is again. What's going on? It just doesn't make sense at all. So we're trying to look for the 703 one. So here. And then basically, yeah, this is what you want to do. You just want to look for the stats that you need. And actually, a couple of these dinos got them. A couple females got them. So are these females the same? So we got 18, 70, 735. See? And then the stamina's different. So you want exactly identical babies. Okay, so I might save some of these and then hatch up all the eggs that we got. Because we got a bunch of eggs. Like, let's see. Right now, what we got? Not as many eggs as we had. We had this whole thing kind of full. But we got a whole bunch of eggs, so I want to see what else we can get, and then we're just going to keep trying to match the babies stuff. So it's like good to keep some of them and then, you know, match those stats. Because honestly, breeding is just numbers. It's just doing a whole bunch and then seeing what comes out. But when you're in this stage and you're trying to get your pair of Rexes that you're going to breed, it could be any dino. When you're trying to get your pair of Rexes to do any kind of mutations or stacking or anything like that, you want to make sure that they have no mutations on them. And you don't want to imprint them. It just makes it more confusing. So when they're growing up, don't do anything. It's just going to change the stats because imprint stats don't carry over to the babies anyways. So, yep, this is pretty much what we're going to do. I'm going to find some dinos and I'll get back to you guys. Babies. So this is our current situation, looking pretty crazy. But honestly, look how many Rexes are fitting in here. There's a whole bunch. But see, look at all the eggs too. I mean, they're not fertilized, but tons of eggs. So we're probably going to clean this up and I'm going to put them all in cryopods. Stuff, because again, we're not keeping all these. I'm just trying to get matches. I'll probably post up like what my screen looks like when I do this stuff. Like I pretty much play a game like when you're matching the cards and stuff. So I just basically take screenshots of their stats and then I just try to match them. That's it. Like you can stop at any time. To be honest, we had a match in like, I don't know, like the third or fourth batch of eggs that I hatched. We had them, but I wanted to keep going to see if I could get more females and more of the same kind. But we have a match, so we could technically start breeding for mutation stacks now. Or we could technically start breeding for mutations, but I'm just kind of going through all the eggs that I have. I've probably gone through like dozens and dozens, maybe even hundreds of eggs right now at this point. Yep. Okay, so hours and hours later, we finally got this boy. These are the stats on the boy here. They don't have high stamina, but that's okay. We don't need that. We only need the health and the melee. But they have a low level. So I think the highest level we had was like a 230 something. You don't want the level to be too high because you don't want to cap out. Like, yeah, you can breed a lower level in later if you want to, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. And then, yeah, I was looking at you. And then we have this girl who is a duplicate of another one I have. So, and then they have the same stats. So this is what you want when you're doing your breeding pair. You want the same exact stats for every single thing and the level to be the same. I cryopotted everybody, but we have everybody in here and it's actually kind of easier to like look at everybody. So let's find the 194. The 194. So see, they have all the lower stats too. Or not the lower stats, but the high stats. You know me. You know what I'm saying. So they got the health and they got the melee. And then the lower stamina, the lower oxygen, and the higher weight. So yeah, we got 2 females, which is great. So I think that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with these 2 females and then the 1 male. And then, not that. And then we're going to try and get our mutations going on stuff. So that'll be pretty awesome. All right, we just got to wait till they get old enough. This one I think is old enough. Looks like it was in a wreck, but okay, so this one's old enough. And this one's got to grow up. Right. So you guys can do this any way you want, but I'm just going to show you what my second screen looked like real quick. So basically I was playing match. So I would have a screenshot of one baby, and then I would just try to match the other baby. So see some of these stats. Some are just like a little different, you know, so this has the health. Each one of these have the health and melee that we want. And then stamina's different, oxygen's different, food, etc. So basically I would just get the one baby and then try to find the next one. But see what I was saying about the levels? Like usually the levels are the same. So like this is, we actually have 2 matches. So technically we could breed these up as well if we really wanted to. So, but these have the exact same stats. So it's almost like they're twins. But yeah, I just put all my females in a row and then all my males in a row. And this was just based on the dinos that I wanted to keep. Then eventually we ended up with this 194 group, and I think that that one was the best group. We actually have 2 girls that are with the same exact stats at 194. So I think this is the pair that we're going to go with. This one right here isn't really a match, but I think I ended up getting this one first or something, and then I was just like, okay, I'll hold on to it, and then like this one came close. But the way that these levels are, a lot of times when it's just like weird levels like this, the points go into movement speed. So yeah, something weird is happening. Also, that one weird thing that we had with the 7-11 melee, I just completely disregarded it. Like, I know it was a higher melee, but it was something with the way that points were distributing, and I was just like, in the end, it's really not a big deal. It's only like 1 point off or something. So I just decided to go with the 703, even though 711 was higher. Just to be safe, I just went with the 703. So, but yeah, this is pretty much what my screen looked like. Now, you don't have to do it this way. This is just the way I did it. You can write it down. You can do whatever you need to do. But it was just easier for me to go down the list and, you know, find matching cards pretty much. Okay, so I don't know if you guys noticed, I did put a bunch of lights in here so I could do stuff at nighttime and actually see what I was doing. But this is our breeding pair. We got the 194 for the male and the female. And we got it from these parents. Now we can technically keep breeding the original parents and try to get another baby at 194 that's a female, but I don't know if I feel like doing that. So I have them out right now this second because I might do it, but we'll see how this goes. So we need the other baby that's the 194 in the cryopod. Yeah, so this one here. So pretty much all the rest of these Rexes, I don't need. So this is kind of the reality of it. Like a lot of times you have to do a lot of breeding to get what you need. There was that one pair, I forget the number, the level or whatever, but that one pair that actually you could also breed, but I think we're gonna go with this pair, or this trio, I guess. So we got this female here, and everybody has the same exact stats. So health, got a lot of points too from killing babies. But the health, stamina, oxygen, it's all the same. So if we check over here, all the same. So basically, we want to get mutations in health and melee. So in order to do that, what we have to do is we have to keep breeding these guys to get babies. And once we get the babies, we want a mutation in either health or melee. And then whenever we get a mutation, we replace this male. Now, you don't want to replace any females at all. It gets a little confusing if you try to do that. So we just want to constantly replace the male with the mutated stat. Now, it's the easiest to... What you want to do is you want to concentrate on one stat at a time. You don't want to try and mutate 2 stats at the same time. It's a bit confusing and it gets messy and muddy, and that's not what we want to do. So whatever stat we get first, whether it's health or melee, that's the one we're going to focus on. And then we're going to keep going on that one. Are you not going to line up right? Probably not going to line up right. So we're going to focus on health or melee. Whatever one we get first, we're going to just mutate that one. And again, you can mutate it as far as you want to go. I'm going to try to get at least 10 stacks. If it seems to be going well, I might go to 20, but I don't know. So if you look at the charts here, let's see, show ancestors. So you can get 20 mutations on the dad's side and then 20 mutations on the mom's side. So ideally what we want to do is we want to mutate one stat all the way up on the dad's side in health or melee, doesn't matter. And then what we need is we need the female on the other side to be the other stat, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to, I guess, briefly explain it in the Let's Play, but like I can make a separate guide on it to make it make a little bit more sense with like diagrams and little dinos and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much the goal right now, is breed these 3. So because we have 2 females that are the same, we'll just get more babies. So that's all. You don't have to have an extra female. I just have an extra one because I don't want to breed as many, you know, get as many eggs, I guess. Or no, I do want to get a lot of eggs. I just want more chances to get mutations. So that's pretty much what we do. So we're gonna start breeding these guys up, and that's that. All right, so we're about to have some eggs hatch. Babies. All right, now this step is honestly a lot easier. So see how all these levels are 194, 194, 194? That means there's no mutations at all. So we can get rid of all these babies. So I guess that's what we're doing. Use the baryonyx. But yeah, that's it. 194. So what you want to do is you want to look for 196. 196 indicates that there's a mutation. And that's pretty much it. We're going to keep doing that until we get a mutation, and hopefully it's a melee or health. Oh, so we ended up getting a mutation here. So let's see, imprint on baby 196. And then we'll see what we got. We're going to get rid of these other guys here. So let's get rid of these others quick. All right, so let's see, little baby, what you got. See if we need to get rid of you. Okay, so it's a male, which is good. And it looks like it got a weight mutation. Yeah, got a weight mutation on the mom's side, but we don't need weight. So this is a useless baby. It sucks, but yeah, that took me maybe 4 or 5 batches. I was releasing them every like 5 eggs. So yeah, it ended up getting a weight mutation, but we don't need that, so we're gonna have to get rid of this baby. Unclaimed baby. Bye, little baby. Right, so we got another mutation here. Let's see. Imprint. And get rid of the rest. Alright, let's see what we got real quick. Oh, so it's another boy. And it's not health or melee, so we don't care about anything else. Okay, so no luck getting a boy, but I did manage to breed the other pair, like the first pair that we had. I managed to get this 220 pair that has the melee and the health that we want. So I might try and just actually breed these 2 together. Try and get those mutations, but I don't know. Like, I'm not having any luck. Like, I keep getting mutations in the same stats. Like, I keep getting them in weight and movement speed. So I don't know if trying different Rexes might help or what. But yeah, so these are the stats on this one. And the female has identical stats. Well, I'm pretty much going to raise these babies up and move on from here. I know this wasn't really like a jam-packed action episode, but this is part of it. So, like, a lot of this stuff I can do in between episodes and behind things, but I've kind of spent too much time on this right now, at least for this particular episode. But yeah, that's pretty much how you breed stuff. It's pretty much how you breed things and mutate stuff. So yeah, if you found yourself enjoying the episode, give it a like. And subscribe for more stuff like this. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out with me, and take care.